guide Tyler here, coming live from Santo Domingo to give you a history tour of Zona Colonial. I am not allowed to say that I'm accepting tips, but if you do want my Venmo, just shoot me a message and I can get it for you.
This is Cathedral of Santa Maria la Menor, the first cathedral of the New World. It started being built in 1514 and ended in 1541. It is known for its beautiful architecture, and it even still today holds worship services each evening. Now we make our way to Calle Las Damas, which is the first paved road of the New World. This road was made in 1511, and it leads us right to our next spot.
For this next part of the tour, we're going to be at the Fort of Santo Domingo, also known as Fortaleza Osama. This fort was built in 1502 and has been used for many different purposes, starting as the first military base of the New World. So these holes right here on the inside, they're V-shaped, so they're a lot wider on the inside than they are on the outside. And for this period of time, this was a great technology advancement, because when it's wider on the inside, there would actually be 3 people with guns on there so that they could shoot at every angle. And if you're attacking the base, you could only shoot in this little hole. So it was much more difficult to get a shot in the base than it was out of the base. So just a little more history about this fort. So it was first built as a fort, and Christopher Columbus lived here actually while his other home was being constructed. And then quite a few years later, the government thought that he was so corrupt and was a tyranny that they actually imprisoned him in this very building. And quite some years later, when he was pardoned for his crimes, he left the country never to return. 80 years after it was built, it was actually overtaken by pirates and controlled for some time by Sir Francis Drake himself. Then after that, it was retaken back by the Spaniards, and then over its vast history, it's been held by Haiti, France, also Gran Colomba, when that used to be a country, and then even the United States held it for a time. But in the 1940s, the dictator Trujillo actually used this as his prison, and he also tortured political adversaries here who were trying to rise against him. This is the first sundial of the New World. They used this way back in the 1500s to tell the time. And if you guys were curious, it still works even today. And I can tell just by looking at it that it is approximately 12:31. This building here is actually the first church of the New World. By definition, it is not actually a cathedral, but it is the first church. So the people that were building the cathedral, the people that were building the fort, well, as they wanted to go to church, they went across the river and actually used this for church as they were waiting for the cathedral to be built. This is the house of Christopher Columbus. When he built this house, he lived in it until he actually got sent to the fort to be in prison later. While he was ruling the city, this is where he lived, this is where he governed. This plaza is actually dedicated to him. And when he got taken to prison, his brother Diego moved right in and started ruling the place right after him. Yo ho, a pirate's life. Oh, I did not know we were filming. This right here was the first tavern of the New World. This is where they came to hang out after they worked long days. This is where pirates, when they were visiting, came, and did piratey things that we're not going to talk about. However, today it is actually a very nice restaurant. For a point, for quite a few years actually, it was the #1 restaurant on all of TripAdvisor. I cannot recommend this place enough. Their food is delicious. However, if you ever come here, just keep in mind that their bread service that they offer you at the beginning is not free. It is very expensive, so just remember, not free. This is Calle Conde, Street Conde. It is known for its tourism attraction, for its gift shops, for its wonderful snacks, anything and everything that you can want, you can get right here while you're visiting. Alright guys, it's now time to souvenir shop. This week will be a little different than normal, obviously. This week what we're going to do is we're going to do free will donations. If you like anything, just let us know and we'll gladly sell it to you for whatever you want, and it will go directly to Bread of Life to support them. Also remember there will be $5 added for shipping your product.
Familia, pasa adelante, chipi chipi for you. Venga a ver, familia, mira, 50 pesos, lo magneto, for you, my friend, my people, welcome. Look, we have the National Dominican Stone here, La Ámbar. Y aquí, también, amigos, tenemos Black Coral, Coral Negro. Aquí, my friend. And here, my friend, have a look, chipi chipi for you. Aquí tenemos una pieza que lleva 2 piedras nacional, que es ámbar, y la lima stone, with silver 925. Let's see more. And here, my friend, we have the Larimal stone that is typically Dominican. So, with silver 925, chippy chippy for you too. So, we have a lot of beautiful souvenirs. Let's see over here.